It has just happened, barely a minute ago, and the entire internet is spiraling as a shocking leaked video from Dylan Wang's own agency surfaces online. And before we dive into this emotional and chaotic situation, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any urgent updates about your favorite stars. The clip, barely 20 seconds long, is already being called one of the most unsettling and unexpected leaks in the history of his career. Fans around the world are replaying it non-stop, trying to understand what exactly pushed Dylan into such a desperate move that he almost looked like he was trying to escape something, or someone. The video doesn't start smoothly. It begins with shaky footage, as if someone inside the building hit the record button in a hurry. The camera points down a bright hallway with the agency's familiar logo printed faintly on the wall. At first, nothing seems unusual, just a normal workday, a quiet corridor, the distant hum of office sounds. But within seconds, Dylan rushes into the frame, moving so quickly that fans were stunned at the speed and expression he carried. He wasn't walking calmly like he usually does in agency clips. He wasn't smiling. He wasn't chatting with staff. No, he was moving with urgency, almost like a person who needed to leave before something caught up with him. He had a cap pulled low over his face, a mask covering most of his features, and a heavy jacket that looked zipped up all the way to his chin. His head was slightly lowered, his steps sharp, determined, almost anxious. Behind him, two staff members appeared to be calling out his name, but he didn't turn. He didn't slow down. He didn't even acknowledge them. He pushed forward and headed straight toward a side door, the one most fans didn't even know existed inside the building. Immediately, fans began asking, why was Dylan moving like that? What was he trying to avoid? What was happening inside the agency at that moment that made him rush out without waiting for assistants, managers, or security? The video continues as Dylan pushes the door open, stepping into a dimmer hallway leading toward the back exit. The sounds become muffled, and you can hear someone behind the camera whisper, "Is he leaving again?" The phrase again sent fans into a frenzy, wondering whether this wasn't the first time he tried to leave abruptly. Was this a pattern? Had there been internal conflict brewing behind the scenes? Was Dylan dealing with pressure the public had no idea about? Online communities erupted instantly. Within minutes, hashtags like #DylanwangEscape, #LeakedAgencyFootage, and #ProtectDylanwang began trending globally. The mood was chaotic, fear, confusion, curiosity, and worry mixed together into one storm. Fans who have followed Dylan's journey for years know that he rarely shows visible distress. He's calm, composed, and professional even under extreme public pressure. For him to act this way, something felt wrong. Something felt heavy. Something felt deeply out of character. As people examined the footage more closely, they began noticing details that only made the mystery thicker. His jacket was bulky, almost like he threw it on in a hurry. His movements were stiff, not polished like when he interacts with the media. Some even claimed they heard a voice in the background saying, "Stop him," though others argue that this might just be audio distortion. To make matters even more confusing, the agency itself went silent. No statements, no clarifications, no quick denial like they usually give whenever rumors blow up. Their social media accounts didn't post anything. Comments under their official posts were locked within minutes. Fans saw this as a sign that the agency was scrambling behind the scenes, possibly trying to figure out how the leak slipped out and what to do next. But the biggest question remained, why was Dylan trying to escape? As the clip spread, fans started connecting dots from the past few weeks. Dylan had been unusually quiet on social media. His recent public appearances seemed shorter. His smiles, though still charming, looked more tired. During a recent interview, he appeared distracted at moments, glancing off camera as if following instructions or perhaps dealing with stress that he couldn't openly discuss. Fans brushed it off at first, assuming he was exhausted from schedules. But now? The leaked footage makes those moments feel different, heavier, more concerning. The idea that Dylan might be dealing with internal agency conflict began trending. Fans theorized that he's been under pressure due to negotiation issues, project delays, or disagreements about his private life being monitored too closely. There were whispers that certain staff members wanted him to increase publicity, while Dylan preferred maintaining his privacy, especially after all the rumors involving his connection to Xinyu and the recent speculations about their daughter. Some even believe the agency had been trying to suppress something, forcing Dylan into a tight corner where he finally decided he needed to step out. The most dramatic theory, circulating rapidly across fan groups, is that Dylan was trying to leave the building before the agency forced him into an unwanted media stunt or controlled appearance. People noted the urgent tone in the voices calling after him in the hallway. They weren't gentle. They weren't calm. It sounded like they were trying to stop him from exiting the premises. And that hint alone was enough to escalate concern. But others proposed a softer but still troubling scenario. Maybe Dylan wasn't escaping from people, but escaping from pressure. The kind that builds quietly, day after day, until he just needed air, needed space, needed a moment away from the fluorescent lights and endless demands. The clip isn't long enough to give answers, but it's long enough to raise alarms. When Dylan reaches the end of the hallway, he shoves open the last door, stepping into a small loading area beside the building's back parking lot. The camera wobbles as the person filming tries to keep up, whispering, "What is he doing? Why is he leaving like that?" Dylan doesn't look back. He pulls his cap even lower and walks quickly across the concrete floor toward a single black car parked near the corner. It's not his usual agency vehicle. Fans immediately noticed it was an older model, with tinted windows and no official markings. Was this his personal escape car? Was he trying to leave without being traced? As he reaches the vehicle, the clip cuts abruptly, leaving viewers in stunned confusion. Throughout the chaos, one detail became especially significant: the fact that Dylan seemed completely alone. No manager. No spokesperson. No assistant running beside him. This wasn't a coordinated departure. It was personal, intentional, and fast. Then, a user claiming to be a staff member at the building left a comment on a fan page, saying, "Dylan wasn't supposed to leave yet. Something happened in the meeting." The comment was deleted within minutes, but fans screenshotted it and shared it everywhere. What happened in the meeting? What pushed him to walk out abruptly? What was being discussed behind those closed doors? Rumors spread like wildfire. Some said it was a disagreement over an upcoming drama. Others said it had to do with his privacy being violated. And a more emotional theory suggested it had something to do with protecting his family, especially after recent speculations about a child. If the agency had been pushing him to address or deny something he didn't want to comment on, it could have triggered emotional conflict. As the internet waits for answers, one thing is clear: Dylan Wang is facing something heavy behind the scenes, something strong enough to push him toward the back exit of his agency's headquarters. Fans are holding their breath, hoping the next update brings clarity, reassurance, or, at the very least, a sign from Dylan himself. But until then, this leaked footage, this raw, unsettling glimpse, has already changed the energy around his current situation. And the world is watching.